When we start to look at the art of navigation, it's important to realize that navigation is as much an art of predicting the future as it is one of finding where one is in the universe in the moment. Certainly, for any sailor that would want to make successful passages, being able to anticipate the future in some degree is critical. Without it, it's not possible to weather a route or anything of that nature. So, let's just keep that in mind. This system that we're looking at right now is my diesel day tank system. Diesel day tank systems are not particularly common on yachts. They are, I believe, according to current nautical code, actually even illegal. What this is a gravity feed tank that feeds the main engine and has a secondary function as a fuel scrubber. So in order to run the main engine, the injection pump on the engine needs to have a constant supply of low pressure, clean fuel. Diesel engines have a lift pump system that take the fuel out of the main tank and provide it at a constant rate to the engine. But they have a tendency to be prone to failure, and if you get contaminants in your fuel system or you have vacuum leaks or things of that nature, it's very easy to have a sudden failure in that system. As well, in most cases in most yachts, the capacity of the main tank is going to be significantly larger than the consumption of the engine, so that often you have large amounts of fuel that sits stagnant for a long period of time. That's a possibility for contamination too. So the way this works is when the engine is running, or even at the dock, should I just want to polish fuel, the electrical fuel pump can be turned on and it cycles it through this 2.5 gallon tank, probably at a rate of 20 gallons an hour. The main fuel tank's about 60 gallons, so that it'll filter all the fuel in the fuel tank over a period of 2 hours. That's great. If I had a failure with the system or the fuel pump plugged up or failed or whatever, this gravity feed tank feeds the main engine regardless of whether I have a functioning lift tank or not, or lift pump or not. Here you'll see that there is an opening in the top, so as long as I've got a can of diesel, 2.5 gallons, I'm more or less assured to be able to, even if I had to just fill it right here, probably have 4 hours of run time, even in the case of having major fuel contamination or failure. Another aspect to this, which is nice, is that in the winter season, most of my fuel consumption comes from the diesel furnace. The diesel furnace doesn't like fuel additives that the engine likes. Often I will run the furnace on a mixture that's largely kerosene not carrying lubricants that are necessary for the diesel engine. But of course the diesel engine runs just fine on kerosene, and I can introduce top cylinder lubricants at whatever quantity that I find useful right here. So this particular day tank, 2.5 gallons, it's made by Dickinson Marine. It's actually designed for use with their diesel furnaces. It's pretty ideal for size for me. Having gotten into the situation on my coast here where you're seeing a lot fewer fuel docks and the quality of the fuel can be suspect at various ports, often you're in a situation you have to lug it. Here a couple of years ago I got sold a bunch of fuel that had a family of dead mice in it. That's part of the reason I decided to put a day tank system in. I can tell you that dead mice porridge plugs fuel filters quite quickly. So I learned the valuable of having plan B there. Anyway, if you want more details on how to put in a day tank system, email me. They work fabulous. Practically every commercial boat I've ever been on runs in this manner, and for a yacht that is looking to build hardcore resilience, which is certainly part of my plan,